2021 is nearly over, and what a crazy year it's been for Ipswich Town. Here's an A to Z look back at a hectic 12 months. A is for Ashton. Mark Ashton, the CEO of Ipswich Town, has had a busy first 6 months in the job, from making 19 summer signings to having to sack a manager and revamping Portman Road. While he also enjoyed a first win of the season by fist pumping the crowd at Lincoln, he has certainly made an impression on fans. B is for Blue Action. The Ipswich Town supporter group has done a great job improving the atmosphere at Portman Road. They've also made headlines at the start of the year following the 3-2 home loss to Swindon, when they tied up a mock front page to the gates at Portman Road, which labelled Marcus Evans' 13-year ownership shameful. A month later, they continued their protest by letting off flares at Playford Road, which became national news. C is for Chambers. 9 years, 396 games, and a spot in Ipswich Town's top 10 appearance makers have all secured Captain Luke Chambers' place as the Blues' most iconic player of the last decade. But everything, especially in football, must come to an end. He's now down the A12 at struggling Colchester. D is for Demolition Man. Paul Cook declared he'll be the Demolition Man, and he wasn't joking. 20 senior players were released or sold during the summer, but that nickname turned out to be bad news for him too, as he ended up being part of the rubble he helped create. E is for Ed Sheeran. The global superstar was announced as the club shirt sponsor for the 21-22 season, which once again became national news and put Ipswich Town on the world map again. F is for fans. The behind closed doors pandemic era proved why fans are so important to our game. What a feeling it was in the summer finally having fans back in stadiums, and it's been great seeing 20,000+ Ipswich Town fans inside Portman Road once again. G is for Game Changer. A momentous day at Portman Road in April, when following much speculation, it was announced Marcus Evans has sold the club to Game Changer 20 Limited, a group made up of investors from the United States, including Brett Johnson, Berke Bakai, and Mark Detmer, who co-own USL club Phoenix Rising. H is for Headbutt. The night when referee Darren Drysdale squared up to Ipswich Town's Alan Judge during the game with Northampton. The only highlight from a dire game which saw Town become national news once again. I is for iFollow. I can imagine many fans would be happy to see the back of the streaming service, although despite its faults, it kept fans connected to their club last season, but hopefully we won't have to go through that again. J is for James Norwood. The striker has proven once again that if he plays, he scores goals. Norwood scored the first and last goal of 2021 for Town, and since coming back into the fold he has scored in his last 3 games. Let's see what is in store for him in 2022. K is for Kieran McKenna. The new Ipswich Town manager has got off to a perfect start with a win in his first game in charge, and now has a transfer window to make changes if he wants. Let's see where he can take this Ipswich Town side. L is for Lambert. The Scots reign finally ended on the 1st of March, but it had been a dead man walking for some time. We ran a front page calling for him to go at the end of January, but he limped on for another month before he was finally sacked. M is for Marcus Evans. After 13 years as the owner of Ipswich Town, Evans finally sold the club. Despite mixed feelings from the fans on his tenure at the club, he did write off debts of close to 100 million, so fair play. N is for New Era. Yes, another one, but can this be a successful one? Let's wait and see. O is for O'Leary. Mike O'Leary. The Ipswich Town chairman has shown he knows his stuff, and is it just me, or can you just listen to him all day? What a relaxing voice. P is for Portman Road. The famous stadium has seen a much needed facelift since the new owners came in, from general cleaning to images and banners of iconic moments and words that tell the story of the club's history. It does look so much better, and once again fans can be proud of their home stadium. Q is for quarantine, a word that has been used very frequently in the last 18 months. Hopefully 2022 is a better year for all of us. R is for running towards adversity. The club's new motto, which insists players and staff remember where the money comes from. The pension fund that supports the club comes from around 60,000 police, firefighters, ambulance and rescue workers. Mark Ashton told us they run towards adversity, they deal with danger, understand what we're representing and who we're representing. S is for signings. 19 signings to be exact, and what a summer it was as Paul Cook and Mark Ashton put together their summer rebuild. I don't think we'll see another summer like it. Well, we hope not, because that will mean something bad has happened. T is for time to gel. The phrase that was used after the sticky start to the season. Many people thought when the squad gelled, then would have liftoff. But sadly for Cook, that didn't happen. U is for USA, our new favourite country. On Ipswich timeline you saw USA flags and merchandise branded with the colours of the flag. Now, we're all in for a pre-season in Arizona, aren't we? And who wasn't chanting USA, USA in their bedrooms and living rooms? I was. V is for Vincent Young. Another year of what if for KVY. A player with plenty of ability, but so unlucky with injuries. Hopefully 2022 he can kick on and be a flying win-back in this side. W is for Wes Burns. The Welshman became the first signing of the summer, and what a signing he has turned out to be. A popular figure amongst the squad, it proved how important he was when he was out for a few games. Plus, who doesn't love his hair? X is for XG. I had to really think what to do for X. The term XG stands for expected goals. Simply put, XG is a metric that calculates the probability of a certain shot resulting in a goal. Every day is a school day, but the reason for X being XG is at the start of the season the Blues were scoring way more goals than we should, but also conceded way more than we should too. As the Sunderland game last week, our scoring was 8.6 expected goals, more than we should have got. Only 3 teams are higher, and our conceding was 8.4, more than we should have done. Only Cheltenham and Accrington are worse. Y is for Yallop, Frank Yallop. The Old Town favourite has been thanked for his part in the takeover, as he potentially played a small role in it happening with him previously working under Brett Johnson, Berke Bukai and Mark Detmer at Phoenix Rising between 2015 and 2017. And finally, Z is for 0 goals. There's been plenty of goalless draws in 2021, which was the most common scoreline this calendar year, but there's also been 10-hour wait for a shot on target, and in many games we were falling asleep because nothing was happening. So there you have it, the A to Z of Ipswich Town in 2021. Thank you all for watching, and Happy New Year to all our viewers. Thank you for watching all the content this calendar year. Here's to hopefully a successful 2022.